George Lucas explains the true purpose of the Jedi and the dilemma that faced them in joining the Clone Wars. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're taking a look at another interview from the Star Wars archives by Paul Duncan, featuring George Lucas. The Jedi were never meant to be soldiers. They were meant to be peacekeepers and ambassadors, mediators who resolved conflict without resorting to violence. But due to the Clone Wars, the Jedi became generals, and in doing so, they stepped into a role they were never meant to fill. According to Lucas, these decisions, made with good intentions, is what ultimately led to their downfall. What is the purpose of the Jedi? Are they a police force? No. They're not like cops who catch murderers. They're warrior monks who keep peace in the universe without resorting to violence. The Trade Federation is in dispute with Naboo, so the Jedi are ambassadors who talk to both sides and convince them to resolve their differences and not go to war. If they do have to use violence, they will, but they are diplomats at the highest level. They've got the power to send the whole force of the Republic, which is 100,000 systems, so if you don't behave, they can bring you up in front of the Senate. They'll cut you off at the knees, politically. They're like peace officers. As the situation develops in the Clone Wars, they are recruited into the army and they become generals. They're not generals, they don't kill people, they don't fight. They're supposed to be ambassadors. There are a lot of Jedi that think that the Jedi sold out, that they should never have been in the army, but do you think that? It's a tough call. It's one of those conundrums, of which there's a bunch of in my movies. You have to think it through. Are they going to stick by their moral rules and all be killed, which makes it irrelevant, or do they help save the Republic? They have good intentions, but they have been manipulated, which was their downfall. What George Lucas is outlining here is a fundamental contradiction at the heart of the Jedi Order during the Clone Wars. The Jedi were designed to operate above conflict, as peacekeepers and ambassadors whose authority came from moral standing and diplomacy, not military force. Their power wasn't meant to be exercised through violence, but through the ability to prevent it. When the Clone Wars began, the Jedi accepted the role of generals in order to protect the Republic. From their perspective, this decision made sense. Refusing to act would have meant standing aside while the Republic fell. Acting meant compromising their principles in the hope of preserving something greater. Lucas frames this as a conundrum rather than a mistake born of malice. The Jedi weren't corrupted by evil intentions, but by good ones. In allowing themselves to be drawn into the war, they became part of a political system that ultimately manipulated them, undermined their moral authority, and made them vulnerable. In trying to save the Republic, the Jedi moved away from what they were meant to be, and in doing so, set the stage for their own downfall. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or subscribe for more content just like this. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always.